Hello and welcome to Waiaiman. You join us today as we travel from Iffley Loch down towards Benson Loch, a journey that totals 18 miles. So we're on our way to the first loch of the day. I'm not sure, I can't remember what this one's called actually. Might be manned, might not be. When we walked over yesterday, mid-afternoon, it was unmanned. So I'm not too hopeful. Although I can see somebody, maybe. Fingers crossed. This is where all the rowers and all the big boats are turning around. So we had quite a lot of people yesterday past the boat. Good morning. It's the 25th of July and we are on the Thames and we are in Abingdon. There's Abingdon Loch just coming up now. Once we finish doing the water, we shall come through. These automated locks are very nice. They're very big as well. It's going to be very strange going back to a canal and single locks. The operating instructions for these locks are very straightforward. To open the sluices, you press the open sluices button. Who would have thought it, eh? There's a green light that flashes whilst the water is equalising. Once it's all level, the light becomes solid and you press the open gate button. You then reverse it once the boat's in the lock, close the sluices and then close the gates. Simples. Abingdon Loch Cottage dates from 1928 and was built by the Thames Conservancy. It is the second cottage to occupy this site. And just leaving the lock now. Now these instructions don't say to close the sluices. I'm not quite sure what to do actually, because I would normally close them. It doesn't say. So it doesn't say, so I'm not going to. Good morning.
Morning.
So we've just come through Abingdon and it looked lovely. Where we moored at the top of the lock. We're of the mind that sometimes if you just get a space, you just pull in. Because we've never been here before, we don't know what it's like. But we'll know to come down the lock next time, won't we?
Yeah.
It's lovely.
It is very nice.
Has your view of the Thames changed today? Because this is our third day on the Thames. Has it changed today?
It's always it's always been nice. I mean, it's been nice. Everything we've seen about the Thames so far has been lovely, picturesque, and it's sort of quaint and all the things that you expect. My only issue with the Thames is mooring. I don't have any other issues than that, apart from paying 86 quid for a week. But
and you say I'm tight.
Well, really? But 86 quid for a week and you kind of get moored. But it's once we understand the form, we now know. We spoke to people, and the SP is go to the lock keepers and ask them, if they're on, ask them the best moorings and stuff. But in all honesty, that's the only issue. Once we get to know the lay of the land, when we come back up this way, we'll be old hands. We'll have been here before. We'll know the SP. But at the moment, we don't know bugger all, and it's sort of making it difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Or awkward, at least, anyway.
Yeah. New waters are nice, aren't they? But
they are, but it's you don't know anything.
And we like to know things, don't we? We like to be prepared. And
we know. We like to know where we're going for a start. I mean, for example, we've got like a sat nav, if you like, or a map, haven't we, system for the canal network. And we've just come past an island now where this sat nav tells us to go to the right. But we went left because the bridges are all blocked off with dead trees and stuff like that. So it's, even though you've got the map, it's like driving a van, isn't it? Or driving a heavy goods vehicle. If you've got a sat nav, just because your sat nav tells you to go that way, it doesn't mean to say that's the way to go.
Yeah.
That's a case in point. Just don't rely too heavily on it. But no, it's just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, the water's dead still.
It's huge, isn't it?
Yeah, it's dead wide. Yeah, there's no need for window nose.
No.
It's just turn round.
No, it's lovely.
It is. In fact, there was one yesterday wanting a boat pulled out in front of us, a narrowboat. He was pointing this way, and he about turned in front of us, didn't he?
Yeah.
We didn't even have to slow down.
No.
Which was quite good for us because it meant he could do the lock.
Which he did.
Yeah, he did.
So I'll turn you around and I'll just keep filming little bits. And we're hoping to go to Benson today because we've got a parcel to pick up if it gets delivery time. And I do need to do a little bit of shopping. Unfortunately, we have to eat. We are now moored by Clifton Lock. I've gone forward to operate it whilst Duncan holds the boat. And he waited, and he waited. It took forever. We must have waited 20 minutes before the green light stopped flashing and we could open the gates. Yeah. I hope they're all not like this. Now that's living, isn't it? Wow.
They need lots of space, they don't.
That's for sale.
Oh, should we pull over and ask?
As we continue south along the Thames, we are blown away by how wide and beautiful it is. We also start to see people swimming in the water. Good morning, we are in Benson on the Thames. This is a lovely spot. The lock is just there and we're on the landing here on the offside. There's a little ferry that goes from there to down there because you can't get over to Benson because of the weir. They're doing some work on the weir, something to do with the foundations. Shall I go and set the lock? So I'm going to go and do the locks now. These automated ones don't half take a long while. It's really nice here because it's almost like you're marooned. It's been lovely. I could stay here again. We had the front windows open. Felt like we're sleeping outside. I'm just filling the lock. It's about 6:45 in the morning. Duncan's just getting the boat and he's going to go and turn it around and come into the lock. It's lovely, really, really nice here. We're on like an island almost. It has been a bit problematic because we were here because we were picking up a parcel and we thought we would be able to walk over the bridge, but that's been out of action because it's a weir and there's something to do with the pilings. So it would have meant an hour and a half walk around. But there's a little ferry that runs from here over to the cafe and the boathouse, and that was £3 return each, which was fine. It saved us a long walk. And to be fair, it finished running at 5:30. And we didn't get the notification that we'd had a parcel till about 5 o'clock, and that the guy very kindly waited for us. It didn't finish until we'd come back. We were only about 5 minutes after, but that was really nice. Lovely people. That was the Benson ferry. These locks take forever. We are finding mooring on the Thames very difficult. On the book here it says there was overnight moorings a bit further back, but there wasn't any. I don't know whether they meant on the landing, but that was payable as well. I don't know how much. There was no lockkeeper here when we got here, so I don't know. But there was boats behind us and they didn't have any tickets in neither, and I think they'd been there a while. So we'll just wait for Duncan to come along now, and then we're off down to, I think it's Wallingford, going to do some shopping, and then we're going to carry on and then see how far we get. We've got another 4 days before we have to be off here because we've got a week's licence. £86 and 10 pence if I haven't mentioned it before. Wow. So not only do you have to pay extra to be on the river, but you've also got to pay for your moorings. Some of them anyway. But obviously the free ones are all taken. So this is Benson Lock. So Duncan's just tied off there and the engine's off. Another beautiful lock cottage here. And they've obviously had a few floods. So this was built in 1915 and they've had a few floods. Look at the one for 1894. Wow, that's very high. One of the nicest things I find about lavender is the amount of bees. Generally speaking, you look at the flowers all around and there's nothing on any of them, but there's just loads on the lavender. If you don't like bees, then don't go anywhere near lavender. It's always riddled with them. It's lovely.
Something you see every day in the bottom of your garden. Well, you would do if it's the bottom of your garden. Oh God, that's nowhere near that size, right?
Very clever.
That's excellent, that, isn't it?
It's lovely. Very nice touch.
That's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. That's a lovely touch, that, isn't it? We'll leave this week's video here as we continue south on the River Thames. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to press the like button as it all helps the channel. See you next week on Narrowboat Way I Man.